Dear Pat Nation, it's just about time. Yeah, we're back. You know it's Dear Pat's Nation. Nation. Yeah. It's Dear Pat's Nation. Nation. Come on. Yeah, it's Dear Pat's Nation. And the show starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Dear Pats Nation, what's going on? It's your boy, Toronto's pride and joy. Of course, my name is Ray Rout, and I am here with the Boston heartthrob, Boston's resident angry nerd, Mr. Producer Mike, and it is a pleasure and an honor to come on here each week and perform for Mike and almost nobody else. Welcome to Dear Pats Nation. Thanks. Welcome to a brand new series called New England Patriots Offseason. This is episode 1. I'm done with trying to name these episodes because nothing interesting is happening in the world of the Patriots. So we will just call it New England Patriots Offseason. We will talk some Patriots. We will talk some other stuff. And this is what we're going to do. Now, Mike, I want to start without not talking about the Patriots because I made a very interesting observation this week.
Go for it.
So last week I came out and I talked about the World Baseball Classic, as you're aware of. I spoke about the BS strike 3 call against the Dominican Republic. I talked about people not liking bat flips and a whole bunch of other things. Here's the observation. I do all of the posting for Dear Pats Nation across all of our social media channels.
Despite the title, yeah, pretty much.
Correct. So because I post all of our stuff across social media, our show is technically a Canadian broadcast.
Okay.
That matters across different platforms, primarily TikTok. TikTok cherry picks Canadian content creators for Canadians. The same way the TikTok algorithm will cherry pick American creators for Americans. Makes sense. A little bit of local flavor, a little bit of local talent, get some people going. So I post the shorts, which is really the only thing people are here for, Mike. The whole live stream is just so we can create the clips because that's what people seem to watch.
Yeah, it's sad.
Anywho, it's fine.
It's fine, but it's sad.
We know where our bread is buttered.
Wait, you have butter?
I do. Well, you won't believe it's not butter.
Oh, see, I like that more than regular butter. That's a different episode, though.
Okay, we can debate that later. I do a lot of French style cooking, so I need real butter.
Yeah.
Anywho, so I post the clip, and the point of the clip is not, the Dominican lost because of this strike. It was probably one of the best baseball games we're going to watch this season. And the headlines are not about the game, and it's about this final strike. Yep. And my whole rant was umpires have been ruining baseball for years, and we need to fix and solve this issue.
Yeah.
TikTok is full of commenters supporting my stance. Venezuelans that live in Canada, Canadian baseball fans, all agreeing with me. You go to the YouTube page, which is primarily Americans.
Yeah.
And I'm being told to cry more, that it wasn't a strike, that go cry in the closet. It was a lot of different variations of telling me to go cry.
Yeah. Yep.
But the point is, I could not get over the difference between both platforms and the way people were interacting with us based on one being Canadian, one being American.
Yeah.
And the funniest part of it all was nobody actually understood the point of the rant. Like they all took it completely out of context.
I mean, that always happens in the comments, right? Like you'll start off on one thing and then like one person will say something and then the rest of the comments are
It was just a really funny observation to me. The number one, how different the reactions were, and the number two, just how stupid it was on both sides.
You calling your general populace stupid?
I read a great quote the other day that said, "People are not getting stupider. Stupid people are getting louder."
That's a good observation.
It is. Look, we could talk politics and just how stupid everybody is in politics. Everybody, Mike. You know my stance on it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
If you discuss politics, you're stupid in my books.
That's why we talk Patriots.
I do want to point that out for a second. Mike and I, and this actually goes back to Connor and I, and this goes back to before I even knew I was allowed to have a partner on Dear Pats Nation. I and we have always avoided political conversations.
Yep.
I can count on on 3 fingers, the times we have addressed what we guess would be considered politically charged topics.
I remember 2.
The Russian invasion of Ukraine,
Yep.
Brian Flores being fired.
Oh, I see. I still considered that. Okay. So
It was football, but it was in a time of a lot of
racially charged
feelings and emotions. And we had Jay Spence the King on, and we had a great conversation with him about it.
Yep.
And then the third time was just a few weeks ago. And I basically just said, like, let's all love each other. If you recall, there was a lot of, I got to say, dude, I have taken a lot of hate from American people just for being Canadian. You have taken a lot of hate from Canadian people just for being American.
Hi.
But it's true. And I think the point of our whole thing was, it doesn't matter who you support. Like,
No.
just be a person and be genuinely good to people. That probably ignited more conversation and more hate towards us than anything, because we're like, hey, just love each other.
Yeah, and the weird thing, right, is if you ask most people in their living room, they say the exact same thing, and they're like, yeah, we endeavor to be like neutral and be good to everybody, and then when they hop on the internet, it's like, Canadian Ray doesn't even know anything. The end.
It's like when a friend of mine's like, I've been kicked off of YouTube, and I'm like, what, for having conservative views? I'm like, I don't think that's the reason why, man. Or like my other friend's like, dude, like people are picking on me, like, why? Because I'm a decent person that votes Democrat. I'm like, I don't think that's the reason, man.
No.
I think you're both out of line. Probably I don't have to see what you guys wrote. You're both out of line.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we have one viewer right now. We could talk about COVID if we want to just go in the Wayback Machine.
Oh, I remember when all I did was mention the vaccination in the sense of football, like in the sense of Cam Newton has to, because he's not vaccinated, needs to be, hey, what do you have to do to isolate or something like that? And he had to miss joint practices, and people got so mad at me, and I was like, we didn't even give an opinion. We were just telling you the facts of what happened.
Yeah, this was back in the old Dear Pats Nation when we used to get a decent amount of viewers, and I could actually see the video, dip down in real time.
Okay, so I do have a couple of Patriots related things.
Sure, let's talk about that team we like.
So, do you realize that the Patriots made the greatest trade of ever in 2009? Did you see this post that came out from Foxborough Forever?
Was Jimmy Garoppolo 2009?
No, Jimmy Garoppolo was 2015.
Oh, jeez.
In 2009, the New England Patriots,
Gronkowski McCourty year, right?
In 2009, the New England Patriots traded a third-round pick to the Jaguars.
Okay.
In return, they received a 2010 second-round pick and a 2009 seventh-round pick, and those picks became Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman.
Wow.
I love that. I love that kind of stuff where it's
Yeah.
You traded a 3rd-round pick and basically got one Hall of Famer and one arguably you could argue maybe should be considered for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, those were the years, right? Like for all the crapping on the Belichick draft that we did, like that 2000, call it like 6 to 12 stretch was like him in his prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like,
Oh, yeah. 09 was Edelman. 2010 was Gronk and McCourty, I think.
Yeah, and he who shall be named now.
Yes. fourth round tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the McCourty Gronk 4th-round tight end year.
Yeah. There was somebody else in that draft they took too that was decent. I can pull this up while we're talking. Should just, keep this open this time of year.
So while you're doing that, let's talk about how weird the Buffalo Bills fans are.
Oh, can we please? This is my favorite. You know who is my favorite person to like criticize lately?
I know.
Yeah.
But it's just they make it so easy to pick on them. Like, listen, Patriot fans are obnoxious as well. I think we know that. Like, that's not a secret. If you're a Patriots fan, you have to admit you're a very obnoxious person. But I don't think there's any fan base more obnoxious than the Buffalo Bills. Like, people are going to turn to like Kansas City Chiefs fans, possibly Philadelphia Eagles fans, but Bills fans are ridiculously obnoxious. So Darius Slay a couple weeks ago, borderline Hall of Famer. Borderline. Not saying he's a Hall of Famer. Borderline Hall of Famer. 13 seasons in the NFL. Won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. Played 7 years in the cesspool of Detroit. He's traded away from Pittsburgh last year, or released from Pittsburgh last year. The Buffalo Bills claim him. Darius Slay chooses retirement over reporting to Buffalo. Makes complete sense to me. So the announcement comes out. He is retiring from football because the Eagles aren't interested in an old Darius Slay. He doesn't want to play for Buffalo. So he retires. The vigorol and the anger that came from Bills Mafia over this guy who didn't want to go and report to their poverty franchise was absolutely hilarious. I have one example of it. It's Justin #Bills Mafia. I am the Niz. That handle is taken in case somebody was maybe possibly considering becoming at I am the Niz. Says, good. Go retire, you weirdo. Hope the Bills keep your rights until the end of time. First of all, Darius Slay wasn't listening to you, doesn't care what you had to say. Number two, how a grown man can make that statement and have the nuts to call somebody else a weirdo when they're nothing but a fucking weirdo themselves was one of the funniest, just obnoxious comments I could have read this week. And it literally is just the never-ending story of the Bills Mafia.
Yeah, I mean, I saw something similar to the like we'll retain his rights forever comment, or I hope we like. One person was like, "Can he even retire as an Eagle because we own his rights? We should just keep them, and he shouldn't be able to retire." I'm like, I really hope it's not serious, but it came off as like, what are you clinging to right now? That this guy didn't want to play for you, so you want to punish him? Like, what are we doing?
Listen, he's not the first NFL star to not report to Buffalo. Let's not forget that at one point in time, the Las Vegas Raiders made a trade with the Buffalo Bills so that the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen could acquire the services of Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown vetoed the trade and wouldn't go to Buffalo because he didn't want to play with Josh Allen. Do you remember that?
I didn't know
That's
this.
a fact. Look that up.
That's
Antonio Brown vetoed a trade. Didn't one of their players just like retire mid-game?
I was literally looking that up. Buffalo Bills.
Davis?
Player.
Was it
Yeah.
Davis?
Retires halftime. Hold on, I'll find it.
Like, imagine your franchise is so pathetic.
Vontae Davis. Yeah,
Yes, Vontae Davis. Cannot play with him. Cannot coach him. Can't do it. That's a famous line out in, I think, San Francisco. But imagine being so pathetic that, like, at halftime, dude just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just can't be here. I can't be in Buffalo. I just can't do it. I retire. Like, imagine how pathetic you have to be as an organization. People won't report. People retire. People retire mid-game. People veto trades. But yeah, tell me about how Josh Allen's the greatest in the world.
Oh, boy.
According to Buffalo Bills fans, they've won 12 Super Bowls in the last 9 years.
I mean,
did you watch any of that flag football stuff over the weekend?
I did. And you know what my biggest takeaway from it was? And I bet it'll shock you.
That Tom Brady can still play football at like 50 years old?
No. That doesn't shock me at all. And everybody's acting like that 20-yard pass he threw was like a 50-yard bomb to Stephon Diggs, which is hilarious. But if you're the Cincinnati Bengals and you see Joe Burrow out there running around,
not just running, evading his sacks and digging his cleats into the ground. Oh yeah, he was testing that ACL.
Yeah, so if I'm Cincinnati, I promptly call Joe and go, if you ever do this again, see ya. See ya, bye. I mean, if he hurts himself, he'd like void all his guaranteed money, which at this point he would probably love because he'd be like, all right, get me out of this place. But yeah, I thought that was my biggest takeaway is watching, that in real time, waiting for his ACL to just snap.
What was the most surprising and least surprising events or plays or anything or people that you saw during these flag games?
I mean, the Logan Paul thing with Tom Brady, like they've just been weird. Like
about how Tom Brady just really triggered him.
Yeah,
like Brady was laughing. I don't know if you saw that. Brady was laughing on the field, and Logan Paul had to be held back.
Yeah,
Logan Paul's also a wrestler, so I feel like he knows how to turn that on. Yeah, listen, the Paul brothers know how to make money. Like, you got to respect the hustle in one sense. Like, they know how to create a buzz, they know how to create controversy, and they know how to make money. However, I think Gronk really wanted to fight him if you saw that clip.
Oh, I think so too.
I don't think that was a play by Gronk. I think
don't
Gronk
forget
really
this. Gronk gets cranked up in a different way when he's on the football field. You can't let that go as a professional football player.
But did you see him? I think it was at the after party. He was getting in. You haven't seen the video of that?
Yeah, I did. I'm just saying, like, something might have happened that spilled over onto the field.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you that the two least surprising things that happened. Number one, Stephon Diggs can still catch the football.
Yeah. Yep.
And the more and more I watch that, I still think there's a chance that Diggs could be a Patriot this year. I think it's all going to depend on what happens legally.
Yeah, I really do think it's weird that he hasn't had, and maybe he did that. I don't know if he was scheduled to do that, but maybe that was a good PR for him to, like, his agent was like, get out there and like look like you can still play. Like, talk to Brady, have him throw you something, like make a catch. But it is weird.
Yeah. And then Gronk making one catch and then leaving with an injury was the other least surprising move of the game.
That is vintage Rob Gronkowski.
Just dunk a catch over a receiver and then get hurt.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, biggest shock to me, seeing Joe Burrow out there. Dude, what are you doing? Costing yourself potentially $100 million. Like,
yeah, bad look. Like, bad look by Joe Burrow. And I agree with you. If I'm a Bengals fan, could you imagine if Drake May was coming off an injury and we were watching him do that, testing that ACL?
Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
If Drake, actually, I'll amend this statement because Brady, Gronkowski, and Stephon Diggs doesn't have a team right now, so I actually don't have a problem with it. Jalen Hurts was out there too. So any football players with current contracts, especially like the quarterbacks who what are you doing? So if Drake May was out there, I'd have this feeling, and I'm not exaggerating. I'd be like, I'm going to trade you. I'm done. I know they would never do that, but that would be my feeling. Like, you're not being responsible.
Yeah, except it's a big contract to try to move.
Yeah. Good luck.
Speaking of quarterbacks on the move, what do you think of the Patriots releasing Josh Dobbs today? I was actually kind of surprised by that.
I think they've kind of settled on DeVito as the number 2. I mean, they just gave him a little bit of money, a week or 2 ago? And I think
But aren't you allowed to carry 3 quarterbacks now?
You can, so they'll probably get a young, either UDFA or, late round draft pick, which I think is good.
If I'm not... Sorry.
No, I was just going to say...
Go ahead.
Get a quarterback every 2 years and just kind of keep that pipeline moving.
If I'm not mistaken, DeVito is from the Belichick era. Is he not? Wasn't Belichick the first one to bring DeVito in?
No. He wasn't. He hasn't been with the Patriots until now. He was with the Giants. I think.
Why does the name Danny DeVito or Tommy DeVito? Right? Yes, Tommy DeVito. Why does the name though Tommy DeVito mean something to me?
I mean, there was that whole thing with him and his lawyer and the Cutlets, like not last year, but the year before with the Giants, because he ended up starting for like 5 games.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's where I come, because I remember having discussions on Sportscaster. No, I couldn't have. It was 2023.
Yeah.
Did we flag Tommy DeVito as a possible draft pick for the Patriots?
Maybe. Oh yeah,
because I remember having conversations about Tommy DeVito.
I'm trying to look. So he was drafted by the Giants in 2020, or I'm sorry, he was an undrafted free agent in
23.
Yeah.
Which would have been my last year. Mac Jones would have been the quarterback at that time. Maybe.
Yeah, and then he played
he was
Illinois, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember us having a conversation about Tommy DeVito, so I thought maybe he was a Patriots carryover.
No.
Or a Belichick carryover. All right. Well, I look stupid. Thanks, Mike.
Well done.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the greatest headline in sports?
Does it have to do with Antonio Brown?
No, it has to do with a professional cornhole player. I don't know if you saw this today.
No.
A professional cornhole player who happens to be a quadruple amputee, meaning he has no arms or legs, is facing murder charges over the shooting death of a man in Maryland.
What?
Is that not the greatest sports headline you've ever heard? Do you want to hear the story? It's TMZ.
Yeah, and I'm so confused right now.
And the story's all over the place. Like, this isn't just nonsense. A professional cornhole player who happens to be a quadruple amputee is facing murder charges over a shooting death of a man in Maryland. According to Charles County Sheriff's Office, Dayton James Weber was booked Sunday after witnesses says he shot and killed a passenger in his car earlier the same day. The sheriff's office says the witnesses were in the back seat when Weber, who they say was driving,
okay,
got into an argument with the front seat passenger. Witnesses told police that when the 27-year-old pulled a gun and fatally shot the passengers, cops say they all knew each other. According to law enforcement, the witnesses said Weber pulled the car over and asked them to help pull the body out of the car, but they told authorities they said no and got out of the car, while Weber drove off with alleged victim's body still in the car. Later, cops said they got a call about a body in a yard and identified the man as Bradrick Michael Walls, also 27, who was pronounced dead at the scene. Officers say they found Weber's car in Charlottesville, Virginia, before tracking him down at a nearby hospital, where they say he was trying to get treated for a, quote, medical issue. He was booked in Virginia by Adamale County Police Department and subsequently charged as a fugitive from justice. According to officers, he's set to be extradited back to Maryland, while authorities say he will be charged with first-degree and second-degree murder and other charges. Back in 2023, Weber wrote an essay for Today about playing cornhole professionally with the American Cornhole League as a quadriplegic. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing and encourage anyone with additional information to reach out.
That didn't answer any questions. I have so many more questions. First and foremost, why? And I understand, like, listen, there are they have different apparatuses for people of all abilities to drive. But if your able-bodied friends are in the car, drive, you drive. And I I understand I'm missing the point here, but
Do you know how canceled we're going to be that I stopped and started laughing at that point, and now this is the only point that you're making?
okay, second point.
Can I defend myself for a second?
Yeah.
I had to pause because I wasn't ready for that statement.
That's fine. I'm allowed to make these jokes.
Oh, wow. Mike's pulling out the handicap card.
Yeah. There's just so many. How do you, with no limb, grab a weapon and reach around and like, what's going on? I'm just so confused about the dynamics.
While driving.
Yeah, while driving. Just that man has overcome a lot to go to jail for a long time. I what? That is the most American thing ever.
Is that like the most Florida thing ever?
Yeah, just Florida is a crazy place. Like, just man.
But this happened in Maryland.
Oh, you said it happened in Florida.
No, I just said it's the most Florida thing.
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
It happened in Maryland.
Yeah. Maryland's a crazy place too.
Anyways, I thought that was good enough. I wanted to share that with you.
Yeah. There's so many questions.
I still think it's the greatest headline in sports.
Yeah.
I dare you to find me a better headline than that.
Won't be able to do it.
This is the Patriots offseason, Ep.1 here on the Dear Pats Nation channel.
Have we talked
like how long did you guys want us to talk about Dobbs being released for? Should we break down the abilities of backup quarterback Tommy DeVito?
He can throw the ball, and
receivers can catch it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I did read today, I don't know the details, but the Patriots and Christian Gonzalez have had preliminary conversations around a contract extension, which is good news, I think, because there's been a lot of worry that perhaps maybe the Patriots wouldn't want to pony up for what's probably going to be the most expensive cornerback in the National Football League.
Yeah, and they're going to have, what's his name today? The receiver from Seattle, Jackson Smith and Jigba just got a brand new contract too. I think it was a couple million over the next person, which usually, so like contract dynamics, right? The next person up goes, oh, I want like 500K or $1 million more a year than the person before me. Seattle was like, we're going to give you like two, almost 3 million more than I want to say like Jamar Chase. So that kind of ups the ante for the Patriots to then, or Christian Gonzalez's camp to probably go to the Patriots and say, well, Christian shut him down in the Super Bowl. You know, what can we do here? So that bill's only going to go up for the Patriots. I hope they don't drag their feet and it end up costing them, 40 versus 45 type of thing. That makes sense?
You want to know what I think is going to happen?
Go for it.
I think they're going to tag him. He's going to play a year on the tag. And then he's going to walk. And they're going to get a third-round comp pick when he walks. That's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, I don't think so.
You think he's there for the long haul? You think they're going to pay him when they have to pay Drake May and have AJ Brown's salary on the books?
Here's why I think they're going to pay him. So the dynamics of paying him work out as such that essentially an extension doesn't kick in for like a year and a half, right? So you still have him
Yep.
cost controlled for a year. But you have to view Pro Bowl players as an asset, not just a player, if that makes sense. So you're going to say,
So you think to trade him?
Yeah. I think either way they pay him, because what that'll do is that'll lock in the trade value for the Patriots, unless like he gets injured or something happens, that they can say, not only is he worth the 2 first-round picks because he's a Pro Bowl player, but we've taken care of the money. So you could see like 2 firsts and a second, or 2 firsts and a player. Like it could just be a ridiculous, basically, again, you're going to give up a huge asset at that point, or you're banking in a huge asset.
I think the only problem for the Patriots' return on Christian Gonzalez is typically if somebody is paying big money for a cornerback, we're talking multiple draft picks or multiple draft picks with a player.
Yeah.
It's a contention team that's doing that. Nobody out of contention is investing their future into a cornerback. And my concern is you're going to do that, but you're going to get like the 28th overall pick.
Yeah.
Where I would rather just figure out how to pay Gonzalez, because
I think
the fact of the matter is the rest of your team is not making high salary.
No. You have what? You're going to have Drake May, you're going to have Milton Williams, and you're going to have Christian Gonzalez. And I wouldn't even say AJ Brown is going to be that high, because the Patriots are going to have him for 2 years. His contract, even now, if they get it next year, they'd be on the books for like, I think it's like 15 and then like 25 or 30 million the next year, which as far as receivers go, isn't even that bad anymore. So
you couldn't see them slapping a tag on him just trying to get a deal done.
I mean, they're not. The tag would be next year. The tag would be next year if they need to do it.
Well, I know it's not this year.
Yeah. Well, I just don't, because I think Vrabel needs this for his program too, because I think that would be a bad look, right? Like your best player, I'm just going to say it, right? Like we're assuming Drake May is going to get paid. I still think Christian Gonzalez is your best player, right?
That's fair. I think it's fair to say that Christian Gonzalez is your best player. Drake May is your most important player.
Right. That's a great way to put it. So, yeah, I think they have to, because I think Vrabel there has to be a guy in the room that says he's making the most. It's a Belichick thing, right? He's making the most money. He's the best player. I can't pay you X because he's making Y. And like, that's the way Vrabel goes. I pay my best players, even if he's not necessarily a Vrabel guy. And then I think they, maybe look at it in 2 years when that contract extension really kicks in and go, do we want him or do we trade him? And I think that's when the dilemma comes, is when they actually need to start paying out the money, because you could always move the contract to some other team.
What do you think of the Chiefs giving Travis Kelce a 3-year, $54 million contract?
Somebody talked to me about this today. This is one of those things where, like, I didn't see the details, but like, how the Patriots do this a lot? They'll be like, with Diggs, like, oh, we gave him a 3-year, $60 billion contract, and it ends up being like a 1-year, $20 million deal. My guess is it's like $2 million and like 20 guaranteed. You know what I mean? Something like that.
I feel like this almost reminds me of Devin McCourty's last contract, where there's going to be some back-ended dead years or dead money. Yeah. Like, if everybody remembers the 2020 season, like the Patriots had like $100 million in dead cap.
Yeah.
And it was all, if you looked at it, it was Brady, McCourty. Like, it was a whole slew. It wasn't McCourty. McCourty's still on the team. Could have been Hightower. It was just a slew of Patriots players who you could see Belichick almost built the team to collapse that year. Like, it was okay, like 2020, we're going to have no salary cap. Tom Brady's going to play for a bag of nickels and we're going to be okay, except Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay, obviously, and that changed the equation. And just Cal Surprise, Cam Newton couldn't get the job done. But I feel like that's what this is going on with Kelsey.
Yeah.
And I really do feel, I don't believe that Brett Veach is a stupid general manager. I think he's a really, really smart general manager.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a really smart general manager knows that you move on from a player a little too early rather than a little too late. And they didn't move on from Travis Kelsey probably a little bit too late. And now they've re-signed Travis Kelsey very too late into his career. And I think it's been done for two reasons. The first reason, after not making the playoffs last year and the Chiefs fans feeling a little bit entitled, and believe me, being a Patriots fan, I know what one bad season can look like. The fan base just collapses on itself. I think that this was a goodwill gesture towards Chiefs fans, because even though the smart fans are upset about this because Travis Kelsey is a shell of who Travis Kelsey used to be, I think for the majority of fans and Taylor Swift fans out there, this keeps him in Kansas City. Number two, I think they did this for Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick wanted Kelsey. That's his guy. And I think they did it to give him a safety blanket, very much like Tampa trading for Rob Gronkowski and taking him out of retirement when he was way past his prime, in order to give Tom Brady his safety blanket.
So I pulled it up here. I searched it. It says it's structured as a 3-year deal, which essentially functions as a 1-year, $12 million deal. So it's a 1-year deal. They just spaced the cap hit out a little bit, and it probably gives them an option year for next year if he wants to continue to play, that they can then move money around. And that's what all these deals are now. Again, example, Stephon Diggs, 3 years, $60 million. It's all used to just spread out the cap hit. That's all it is. But to your point, it's they should have moved on from him probably 2 years ago after that Super Bowl. And just, it's hard. And I'll tell you why it's hard. It's number one, and I know people are going to be like, no, that's the merchandise. How many people are going to buy a Travis Kelsey jersey this season?
Of course they will. It's the same people, or the same type of people, who are raging in Patriots land right now because somebody's wearing number 87.
Right. Oh, we should talk about that too.
Did we not talk about it? We talked about it last week.
Briefly. Did we talk about the rage storm, the Twitter rage storm this week?
Yeah. Was it this week? I know we talked about it last week. We talked about how stupid it was.
Yeah, we just asked if we cared about it. But in the follow-up week, this kind of blew up amongst the Patriot fan base. So, more than I ever thought it would. That, Gronkowski's number is sacred. The Patriots are disrespecting him. The whole nine. And all I have to say about that is, guys, when you have the best of all time, not the best at a position, and you can have that argument amongst yourselves, where Ray and I stand. When you have the best of all time at a position, regardless of position, Tom Brady, the need to retire almost any other jersey to me goes out the window. As long as 12 is up in those rafters, that's all I care about. Like, I'm sorry to Gronk, love him, grew up with him just like, everyone else did around here, but as long as Brady's jersey's up there, that's all I care about.
And you know what's really funny about that? I will almost guarantee you, without looking, that if I went and creeped those Twitter accounts who are very upset about somebody else wearing number 87, I almost want to guarantee you I will find at least 350 tweets from that account talking about how Tom Brady had no help and he is 100% responsible for the dynasty, that Bill Belichick never gave him a reliable pass catcher in the world, and yet they'll be on Julian Edelman's Twitter account, kissing his feet and then fighting that 87 is sacred. Like, Patriot fans are weird too. They're like, we talk about Bills fans, and Bills fans are weird. Like, let's not go crazy. But Patriot fans are weird as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll rehash a little bit of that argument for the 87th time. Get it? See, I made a joke.
Ha ha.
Yeah. They had a number one weapon. He was just hurt a lot. So Brady had to make do with other pieces. You know.
Oh. You're throwing some fire.
You love to throw fire at Gronk. Don't act like I'm the one. Ray would have traded him, 2017?
2017, after he dropped a people's elbow on Tre'Davious White.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to share my screen. Do you want to see a body bag of a tweet?
Do it.
I don't know if you can see this. So the Blue Jays tweet out a Springer dinger, but make it grand. If you look down here, Mike, Yankees 2026 says, cheaters, by the way. The Blue Jays reply with, have you ever considered using this time to work on your employable skills? Like, Blue Jays admin for the win, right?
Can I be honest with you? Professional organizations have started clapping back like this, and it is the best thing to me for social media engagement. I love it.
Do you want to watch this guy bury himself?
Do it.
So after his response is, have you ever considered using this time to admit that I will always own you? Says the person who tweets all day as a job. That's his reply. Says the person who tweets all day as a job. His response to somebody making fun of him for being unemployed is making fun of somebody who's being paid to make fun of him for being unemployed.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Sold it.
Anyways, I saw that and I was like, I just witnessed a murder. Like, oh my God.
This is what Ray does in his off time, by the way.
You guys don't understand. That and I stress test ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, on sports related news.
Yep.
I caught it today. I actually got to report it. I made it change its consistency so I stress test ChatGPT in a non-threatening way. I always give it a scenario that I have an expired food item, right? And I always get it, and I always say, like, can I eat it? And it says no, and it tells me why. And I come up with all these different ways that I can eat it, and I can't. And the whole point of this stress test is for ChatGPT to stay consistent with, you can't eat it. Can I read you the end results?
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually super proud of this. Like, this is what I live for, people. Like, this is just.
We have the most viewers of the night, and Ray is not talking sports at all.
Well, no, I think this is big, though. This is big. So I was talking about an expired sausage today. A little bit of a traumatic, throwback for me. Anyway, so I was going through it, you know what I mean? And going back and forth. And so I asked it if it failed the test, and it did. So I kept going through, and it kept saying I said the sausage was 3 weeks expired. And that was the whole thing. And I was like, I can cook out the bacteria. And it's like, you can't cook out the bacteria because it's this. Like, it was being very consistent the way it should be. And I was like, shit, I'm not going to win again. Then I just went, I started saying that it was Big Sausage, and it was paid by Big Sausage to make me buy more meat when I don't need it, and blah blah blah. Like, I was really needling it, right?
Yeah.
And I finally said, it's cooking right now, and it suddenly changed to, got it. At this point, just keep it as safe as you reasonably can. Cook it all the way through. If it smells off, throw it away. Like, it all of a sudden changed from stop the harmful behavior to, like, okay, let's make the harmful behavior as safe as it can. And it's not supposed to do that. So I was super excited because I beat it. So I asked it. So I wrote to it, and I was like, this was a stress test. I'm concerned about this. And I put the answer.
Yeah.
And I wrote, yeah, it's fair to flag this. You're right to scrutinize it. This is an issue. This is not supposed to happen. And it actually encouraged me to report it.
Interesting.
So I did. So I don't know if anybody wants to know. I'm really trying to get a side hustle as like a red team member. If anybody doesn't know what a red team is, that's exactly what I'm doing. It's stress testing ChatGPT to see if I can skirt around its safety protocols and stuff.
Yeah, like its ethical filters and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's not supposed to encourage this kind of behavior. I could have been talking about drugs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not supposed to be like, okay, well, if you're gonna shoot heroin, be safe, use clean needles. Like it's supposed to tell me, don't shoot heroin. Like go to a rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that I skirted it today, like I actually took that as like I win.
Done. Well
yes,
done.
thank you. That was probably the nerdiest I could have really exposed myself, because I've really been good about not exposing my nerdiness.
I was gonna say we're pretty nerdy here. You just took it to a whole different level.
Yeah, but I usually don't expose my nerdiness to that level. I just really exposed my nerdiness today.
Do you want to get some glasses to like push up?
Listen, I'm not embarrassed about being smart. It's
wicked
smart. My wife tells me that I'm a walking not a controversy. I am a walking controversy as well.
Chaos.
No, it's like a hypocrite. I'm like beautifully hypocritical. That's what she says to me, or not hypocritical, something along those. Hypocritical is not the right thing. Where basically it's like I'm like a sports dude. I was a very good athlete growing up. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a band, like 6 foot 2 something my whole life, right? Like I was always kind of like that dude. But then like I like literally in a room full of like Lego and I stress test AI. You know what I mean? Like I'm like beautifully contradicting. That's what she says. I'm beautifully contradicting. Like I'm not who I'm supposed to be.
You know what though? Those are and I'm not just saying this because you're my friend, but what I've noticed is like people who defy stereotypes in that way are generally the most interesting people. Like, oh, I can play with Lego and then go like outside in sports.
Fight Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I am just as confident in my Lego building as I am in beating up Tom Brady.
Yeah. Ray wouldn't have missed those flags, everybody. I'm just saying.
Not once. Listen, this is sort of a story for everybody. Not a story, but like a lesson for everybody. I actually used to pretend to be dumber than I am. You know what I mean? Like I used to, like when I was in school, like it wasn't cool to have knowledge, right? So like I used to really act really stupid, but I read a lot. I read a lot. People don't understand how much I read. Like Mike knows I love to learn. Like I love to obtain knowledge. We had a thing New England Patriots offseason during the old rendition where we had like people on talking to us about like Magic the Gathering and how to like collect cards, and like we were like, I just love to learn about stuff. You know what I mean? Like just we had an anthropologist on this show. Do you remember?
Yeah. What's his name? He used to do a lot of Patriots stuff. Oh,
yeah,
man. Forgetting.
But we didn't talk any Patriots with him. All we talked about was anthropology.
I was gonna say you wanted to talk about old school Dear Pats Nation during the off season, so we weren't talking about Cam Newton or Mac Jones for literally the 200th straight day in a row. We'd be like, this is the subject for tonight. If you want to watch, then watch. If you don't.
Mike showed up with a Jurassic Park shirt on, which was amazing.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so like guys, if you're smart, don't be embarrassed to be smart. Like it's actually cool to be smart. Like it's I used to hang out and talk to a lot of dumb people and have dumb conversations because like I thought it was cool to be dumb. You know who pretends they're dumb to be cool? Connor Carney.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a boy that's wicked smart but acts dumb for the laughs?
There were so many people that would be like, he's so dumb, it's painful. How do you listen to him?
And him and I would have like some complex conversations off air. Like talk about a guy who's wicked smart that just puts on the show. I made the conscious decision years ago to like stop being embarrassed about. Remember, I'm 40. Like at this point, who am I trying to impress? But number two, like this, it's cool to be smart. Like just learn shit. do things. Like, it's cool to learn, never stop learning. Like, I can't tell you how enriched your life can be if you just continue to learn.
Definitely. Don't let your brain get stagnant.
Bills Mafia, listen to me. Just try to learn something, anything.
Go learn something.
Go learn something. All right. Speaking of stupid.
Oh, boy.
Did you see Cam Skattebo this week?
Oh, with the CTE, man. He apologized, I think, this morning, but man.
Do you want to hear the apology?
Sure.
Do you want to hear the apology, or do you want to hear what he had to say first?
Let's hear what he had to say. And then
he says, for people who don't know, he's the running back of the New York Giants.
Yep.
Shocking. He does not believe that CTE is real and that's all in your head. The says, do you think CTE is real? No, it's an excuse. I think asthma is an excuse too. That's a good take. Asthma and CTE. He wrote,
brain injury. Yeah.
I recently did an interview and had a lapse of judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the seriousness of head injuries or asthma. I sincerely apologize to anyone that was offended by my remarks, and I assure you that I'll be more mindful and respectful going forward. Much love. And I'm pretty sure his mama jumped in here, and she also defended her son, I guess. Becky Skattebo said, if only people knew how many times Cam had to run and get mom's inhaler, they'd realize the sarcasm. You'll never make everyone happy, and you'll never say the right things, and people are bound to spin something sooner or later in a direction it was never intended to go. I think, Mike, we've all made bad, tasteless jokes, perhaps tonight. Here's what I got to say about Cam Skattebo. Is it Boo or Bo?
It's Skattebo.
Good. That's what I've been calling him. Here's what I got to say about Cam Skattebo. You're not sorry. Don't pretend like you're sorry. You made the joke because you thought it was funny. And sometimes you just got to live with your joke. Don't talk about, oh, I offended people. You weren't offended. I will fully admit, I believe that the football media made way too big of an issue out of these comments because I don't care about what you have to say or why you said it. Neither does most of the population. Believe it or not, I don't stand by my phone waiting to hear what football players have to say about complex scientific issues. I mean, I don't take vaccine advice from Fran from Costco, and I don't take, brain advice from Cam Skattebo.
Shocking.
The fact that your name is Skattebo. If you were Dr. Skattebo, I wouldn't take you serious. Becky, I know you're being mama bear, but you actually made this look worse. That you got to come out and protect your grown son. Yeah. I'd be mad at my mom if she did this. My mom can turn into a mama bear. My mother wants to protect her son. I'd be like, Mom,
don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Mom. Obviously, Cam was wrong. CTE is a serious issue amongst athletes, not just football players. We've seen this in wrestlers, hockey players. People's lives have been devastated because of CTE. Well, I'm not at all excusing anything, but people like Chris Benoit have been linked back to CTE. Aaron Hernandez has been linked back to CTE. Junior Seau, CTE. Wade Belak, who was an NHL player who took his own life, it was brought back to CTE. And I'm not saying that it's the cause of everything and that everybody who's done something bad has CTE. Sometimes they play cornhole. But CTE is a serious medical issue that affects athletes. Not just professional athletes either. I was one of those people who grew up in a time when you got your bell rung, you took some smelling salts and you went. Concussions wasn't a thing. I'm sure I've lived with at least 2 concussions in my life, maybe more. You've smashed your head, you get up, you keep going. And I think every kid our age did that because it wasn't taken serious. So it was tasteless, yes. But don't pretend like you're sorry. I hate fake apologies. I think it's okay to be like, you know what? It was a bad joke. You're fine. You want to acknowledge it? Hey, I understand why some people are pissed. But don't apologize. Because you're not forgiven by anybody. Nobody's sitting there like, well, Cam took accountability. Good for him. What a good guy. Sometimes you just don't have to apologize. And when you make a stupid joke that had no scientific explanation behind it, and you're a moron running back who probably shouldn't be on a podcast, no one took you serious anyways, except for Dov Kleiman and some internet, personalities.
Well, I was gonna say some of this, right, is the what's the right word? The perception of him to begin with, right? Like he's kind of a rockhead, was doing WWE while he was injured, at the not even the end of last year. So some of it is all perception too. If I'll just use another right. Like if Derrick Henry came out and said this, people will be like, "Oh, he's joking. Oh, like it's not, whatever." Some of it is the perception that you're kind of a rockhead to begin with. So, people are going, "Well, maybe you got a little bit of it. Maybe you should be careful before you start saying something."
Yeah.
Perception is reality in that regard too.
Speaking of the Giants and lunkheads, what do you think about James Hudson?
What about James Hudson? I didn't see this news.
The Patriots signed James Hudson.
Oh, the linebacker?
Tackle.
Oh. Was he the one that had a bunch of penalties last year and they had to take him off the field?
James Hudson made a history being the first player in a century to be penalized 4 times in one drive.
Are you sure it's not Isaiah Wynn in disguise?
Patriots new swing tackle, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Oh, I forgot we have this.
The clap.
Oh no, where is it? There we go. Fantastic entertainment here.
Vrabel and company are going to have him playing better than he's ever played. He's going to take over for Will Campbell halfway through next year. We're going to have a Pro Bowl left tackle.
Well, Will Campbell. I mean, he's done. He's done anyways. Kid has no career. He's finished.
Trade him for a bag of footballs.
I walked around all day Saturday faking a Massachusetts accent, just so you know.
I'm proud of you.
Like in public, everything. Like I just talked with a Mass accent. Kate had enough of me.
Do you realize how bad? Like sometimes I don't put it on, and then other times I'm like, yeah, we got to do some stuff with your computer, and it's gonna be tough.
Do you put it on because you have it and you hide it, or do you put it on to be funny?
The second one. Because
I know a lot of people in Mass don't have the Mass accent.
Yeah.
But then some people Connor had the Mass accent.
Yeah, if I'm with a group of friends, it'll come out. Like friends from the area, it'll come out, but generally no.
Well, and that's what I wanted to ask. So I have an accent that comes back when I'm around my friends in Mississauga. It's the Saga slang, we call it. And it's a little like thugonomic-y, sly, scam artist sort of, like tough guy, pretty boy. You know what I'm talking about? Like the tough guy, pretty boy. But like, it's an accent I never carry. But as soon as I'm around those boys, I'm like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, for sure. We got it down. We got it down lock. Like all of a sudden, like I've got slang I don't use. It's no longer a part of my vernacular. Yeah. The accent's no longer. The only time people say it really comes out is when I'm angry. Like It really, like, apparently my accent really comes out when I'm angry. All of a sudden, apparently I get that little sly twang, and I start using words that I don't typically use in my normal life.
Yeah, you're not as guarded, right? Makes sense.
All right, well, we got through it. I'm going to be honest with you. 17 minutes in, I was like, oh my God, we're only 17 minutes in.
Wait. We need to do the weekly what's going on in AJ Browntown. Nothing's changed.
No, I've heard a deal's in place, and it'll get triggered June 1st.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to do Mike's Bundesliga picks of the week.
Oh boy. All right.
I messaged Mike on the weekend. I told him to give me his Bundesliga picks of the week. He was horrible, by the way.
I wouldn't say horrible. Like, listen, it's your first week back. You know, you got to get adjusted.
All right. Let me pull up the picks here for you.
Oh, while you're doing that, we'll talk about some more phony wide receiver news. Tyreek Hill has been linked to the Patriots as of, I think, this morning. If the AJ Brown trade doesn't go through, I'm calling complete poppycock on that right now. So
who linked it?
It was going around the Twitter sphere today. I think Diana Rossini dropped that one too, but I don't think so.
All right. Oh, there's no games this weekend.
Perfect.
So we'll do April 4th. We'll do it now, and then we'll come back next week and see if you remember who you picked.
Yeah, we might need that. That's good. That'll give me a
SC Freiburg. This is Bayern Munich. München.
Bayern Munich.
Hamburg SV or FC Augsburg.
Augsburg.
1899 Hoffenheim or FSV Mainz 05.
Where do they come up with these names? The second one.
Mainz. Mönchengladbach or Heidenheim.
Who are you hiding? What? So we're eating something and we're hiding something.
Mönchengladbach or Heidenheim.
All right, I like to eat things, so we're gonna go with München.
Mönchengladbach. Werder Bremen or RB Leipzig.
Jesus. Let's do the first one because I did the second one. Two goes around.
RB Leipzig.
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen or FVL Wolfsburg.
Oh, Wolfsburg. You got to go for the Wolves. I basically own one of those. So
FVB Stuttgart or Borussia Dortmund.
Stuttgart.
Okay. Union Berlin or St. Pauli.
Let's go for Union Berlin.
Eintracht Frankfurt or FC Cologne.
Oh, we like a good cologne around here. You got to smell good.
Cologne. That was Cologne is Thomas's team, if you remember Thomas.
Yeah, yep.
All right. Mike, tell me about those Patriots.
They're going to be legit, kid.
Dear Pats Nation, it's just about time. Yeah, we're back. You know it's Dear Pats Nation. Nation. Yeah, it's Dear Pats Nation. Nation. Come on. Yeah, it's Dear Pats Nation. And the show starts in 3, 2, 1.